the whole concept of this was outlast the temporary. And the thing that Ed starts with is everything in life is temporary. Guys, if you haven't discovered that yet, there's your sign. I'm telling you right now. Chad told you everything is temporary. Ed told you everything is temporary. The other thing that he told you is you have been sold the lie of things being permanent. That's one of the favorite quotes is, you're not a tree. You can get up and move at any time. You're not rooted where you're at. Your life is not what it needs to be. You can get up and change it. And success requires no apologies, and failure permits no alibis. Guys, those are two strong points that Ed wanted to make through this whole conversation. And, if you quit during the hard times, if you let failure permit an alibi, you'll never meet the person you were designed to be. Maybe take a look at the things in your life and understand that God put them in your life so that when you push through them, you become the person he created you to be. Don't give up and rob the world of the person that God designed you to be. But think about this. You are where you are today based on how you handled and responded to the difficult times in your life up until now. The great thing is you don't have to allow that programming to continue to run going forward. If you didn't do so well with the past, I know I haven't done well in the past, but the thing that I do differently that separates me and the things that can separate you is don't allow those things to program your future. Reprogram your future and do the things necessary during the hard times. You reframe it. Know that when you're going through a hard time, there's something there for you to learn. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. One thing in life is certain: difficulties, change, and hardship. It's going to happen no matter what. The difference is how you handle it. He said, keep replacing your plan until you find one that when you work it will work. A lot of times people make plans, but then they don't work it and it doesn't work. And then they complain about the plan because it didn't work. Well, the problem was you didn't work the plan. If you work the plan and get the results, it obviously makes sense. But if you work the plan and you don't get the results, he said, keep replacing your plan with a new one until you get the results. Your heart and emotions gravitate towards what is comfortable. This is called the human condition. Our minds, our hearts, and our emotions go to what is easy. The question is, are they serving you and helping you to become better? Look at the things that you're gravitating towards. Are those things helping build you up? Are they helping you get closer to your goal? If not, change those things. When we're talking about getting to success, when we're talking about the trappings of success, the stuff and things, he said, you don't really want the stuff and things. What you're really chasing is the emotion that you think you will have when you acquire the stuff and things. And then when you get the stuff and things, you realize that it's no longer what you wanted. When you achieve the goal, if the goal isn't rooted in something aspirational, like, we'll talk about in a second, then all of a sudden that success is hollow. Are you aware of the things that you are doing to sabotage yourself? Or are you making sure that the things that you are doing are building yourself? What emotions do you want? And what are you doing intentionally today to get them? Man, he talks about the 6 different types of fears. The 6 different types of fears are poverty, criticism, the fear of ill health, the fear of loss of love, the fear of growing old, and the fear of death. But the thing is that you can attack all of those with the belief that you have purpose in those things. Look at us when we were standing in food lines and we were losing everything, when we were in poverty. We looked at that as a way of how to get out. We didn't say, woe is me, I will be stuck here forever. We looked at how are we going to use this to catapult us out of this into success. You know, when you look at where you're at today, is this going to be a part of your testimony? Is your, you know, your story, your struggle, is that going to become your strength that you use to help other people? Do you believe the ability for your life to have more? And are you willing to do the things to go after it? Because if you do, you will have more. But if you believe in the alibi and the things that are against you more, then all you will have is victim mindset, and you'll have less than what you were designed for. You know, we talked about the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal. He said, have huge, bold, God-sized dreams for your life, because your dream has to be bigger than the adversity it takes to get there. Guys, with your business, is your why, is the reason why you're doing this business bigger than the excuses for not taking the action? You know, when you wake up in the morning, do you have a set plan of things that you're going to do to move your business forward? And is the dream of the fulfillment of those things bigger than maybe the people that are telling you no, the people that are telling you you shouldn't be dreaming, the people that tell you, oh, what you're doing will never happen? If your dream is bigger than that, you will overcome all those things. He said, God gave you your dream as a glimpse of the future of the life that you can have. And if you feed the good thoughts, the good emotions, and then follow them up with the actions, you will eventually get to that place that he has designed for you. You are one decision away from changing your life. I'm going to say that again. You are one decision away from your life. And one of the biggest questions you can ask yourself is, how can I overcome this? Guys, when you ask yourself, how can you overcome this? You will start, excuse me, looking for ways to get better, to get the answer, to get around the things that are holding you back, the obstacles. You will overcome those things. The 4 types of people that you could be in 20 years, guys, this is powerful. If you think about this, when you show up and you see yourself in 20 years, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the invisible person, the one that nobody knows anything about? You didn't do anything, so nobody knows anything. Or 2, do you want to show up as the victim? You have nothing and you explain away why you have nothing, because every circumstance, every person, and everything was against you. That is why you have nothing to show for it. Or are you going to be the hero of your story? And everybody wants to be the hero of the story, but that's where making the one decision could change everything for your family. You have to go out and do the things and accomplish the things and do great things in order to do that. You have to be the one for your family that draws the line in the sand and says, I will be the one that changes not only my family tree, but the tree for families around me. And that's where you get into the servant leader, which is the 4th person. And the servant leader does exactly that. They look for ways to better other people, better the people around them, better their family, better their children, better their children's children. Guys, that's legacy type leading. And like Chad was saying, the best example of that was Jesus. And I love the quotes that have been going around this year. It's one of those things that not until this year had anybody really talked about it. And it was talking about the Last Supper, how Jesus went to the Last Supper knowing that Judas was going to betray him. And yet he still washed Judas's feet, and Judas still ate with him. Guys, that's the type of servant leadership. When you know that people betray you and yet you still serve and care for them, that is the biggest expression of love and servant leadership in the history of the world. And that's who we should aspire to be like. And then there's the types of people that we want to be. We want to be motivational. We want to be inspirational, but above all, we want to be aspirational. We want to do the things that draw people towards us that want to go out and change the world with us. I want you to know today that you were made for more. God created you to do amazing things. He wants to take you from where you are now to where he wants you to be, and the lives to change along the way. Guys, thanks for tuning in today. Can't wait to see you here again next week. Go out and make it an amazing day. And I hope your week is as awesome as you are. We'll see you soon.